Something good going on in this Pat's neighborhood.
Hello, we're back for another episode of Miss Pat's Neighborhood. I want to pause and take a minute and just say thank you for tuning in to the show each week. I'd love to hear from you. So if you have a show idea or just want to tell me what you think of the show, feel free to send me a message at pmathison@ssclive.org. Now back to the show. Today I'm happy to welcome Mickel Lacy. He is the co-owner of LacyBoy Productions and Midwest Backline Group. Now, if you know anything about the Lacy Boys, you know that they are double trouble. My hidden gem for the day is Miss Cassandra Grey, the CEO of Creative Spirits Behavioral Health. And today, I am excited to present to you the visual artist, Mr. Mickel Green. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hi, good people. I'm Karen McKnight, and I'm host of the program, Lord's Temple Fitness. On the program where we will practice yoga, meditation, and breathing techniques so we can tap into the body's own natural healing abilities so that we really can feel better, and I can teach you how. So be sure to join us every week right here or on demand at ssclivetv.com. SSC Live TV, it's TV out.
And we're back. My first guest, you may know as a part of the Double Trouble duo, the Lacy Boys. However, they have been very successful and not only are entrepreneurs in our community, but great community resources when it comes to technical and audio-visual components. Welcome, Mickel Lacy.
Hello, everyone.
How are you today?
I'm good, I guess. I'm good. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you for coming. I was expecting both Mike and Mark, but we probably wouldn't have gotten through the show. So I'm glad that Mickel could come. Yeah. No pun, Mark. I miss you. But so I just really wanted to make sure that our community knows about the services that you all offer, both as LacyBoy Productions as well as the newest company, Midwest Backline Group.
Right.
So talk to us about those.
Well, as a lot of people know, I'm an audio engineer. I travel throughout the world doing audio for different artists, different churches, whatever. But really, I've been really thinking and doing a lot of church installs and with lighting, with sound, and video and stuff like that. So we're helping churches. That's my main focus, is to help churches to, especially our churches, to become more successful in the audio visual piece, because I think we kind of lack that. So I want us to be just like they, they are. So if they can do it, we can do it too, and we can do it better. So we want to. That's mostly what my company is about. LacyBoy has been established for at least 9, maybe 10 years. And then we have the other component, which is Midwest Backline, which I started last year, which we are in the business of renting out instruments for different events and stuff like that. So we're trying to be a holistic version of a production company, I guess. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay, well, and and I know, I've worked with you on several different events and things, but you aren't just a company, and you aren't just a community resource. You also have a program where you give back, and there are several ways that you give back. So one, I love you do we call it random act of kindness, where you pay for groceries at local grocery stores for people who are in line and are not even expecting it. But then you also have a great initiative that I am very fond of. It's called Louisville Unites.
Yes.
So talk to the viewers about your Louisville Unites.
Yes. So Louisville Unite started about 5 years ago, and what I did was, and I was literally just simply riding down the street, and I was thinking to myself, I've been blessed. I was blessed, and I wanted to show some kind of something so I could show especially younger musicians and engineers and all out there that you can be successful and still give back. And so I was riding, and then I was like, I want to do something to unite the city and also be a blessing to people who are in need. And so it came up with Louisville Unite. Actually, it was me and my brother and LaRon Rainey. I called them as soon as I thought about it. I called them, and they were like, "Yeah, man, it's a good idea. It's a good idea." So we started doing the concerts to where we brought Louisville together on a Monday night, which is crazy to do on a Monday night. But I was like, my dad does he was doing, when he was alive, he was doing his concerts on Mondays, and it was his birthday celebration, and they would be packed in Chicago. And so I just thought, let's just try to do it on Mondays, something different, and so we started that, and then so we were able to bless families. First of all, the first year I can't even remember how many families we blessed. It was so many, and then it just every year it gets better and better and more, and so we're so excited, and I think that's what we're called to do as Christians, is to help people, especially if we're able to do that. So that was one of the initiatives, and just to know that it's just not about sound, it's just not about production, it's about helping others at the end of the day. So.
Yes. And and that was you said one of the other things that I thought was really great is how that you brought the local musicians together.
Right.
Because that's a difficult task to do. Everybody's doing something different on different nights of the week. And musicians, we have some great musicians in this city.
No doubt.
And they are always booked.
Oh yeah,
so
always. Anytime
you can get them all together, and I like to see the camaraderie between the musicians. I know a couple of times you all did some sheds, and I think those are just great. But I like it. And when you talked about reaching back to the younger musicians and kind of showing them, I think that's an important.
Right, and the thing about that is, we have. And it's great to do the music thing. It's great, and that's wonderful. But there's life after music.
Yes.
And so I always, when my dad was alive, he was always talk about, what are you gonna do after you get done, and what are you gonna be, and then also having insurance, life insurance is so important that we make sure that we're not a burden after we leave here. So.
Speak a word, Bishop. Are you the bishop? Or is it Mark? Which one got a bishop?
He's the intern. I'm actually the bishop. But so it's so important that we make sure that we have that stability, and have something put aside to where we can live after we get off our instruments. And so to get back to the musicians come together, it's so important that the younger musicians see that there's no I guess competition, you can say, for the older musicians that are here. So one thing that this year that I'm gonna try to do is make sure I'm gonna try to put all the musicians together and play on a song or whatever. It's gonna be I'll be thinking about stuff in the beginning of the year, and I'm like, I'll do that, and then. But yeah, we're going to try to do some stuff to make sure that we really, really impact these younger musicians. and not just playing. I want it, the whole holistic thing about just life in general. So yeah.
That's good stuff, Mike.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. See, I mean, I'm telling y'all, I mean, we got some really great things happening
Yes.
in our city.
Mm-hmm.
My slogan now is "Don't sleep on my city," because we got some great people and some great things happening. I'm proud of you
Yes.
as an African American man.
Thank you.
I salute you.
Thank you.
For doing what you need to do.
Thank you.
And I
Thank you.
encourage anyone out there that's looking, if you're looking to start your own business, go for it.
Please.
Go for it.
Please.
And if you need some help, reach out to Mike. Mike will help you.
I'll help you.
I'll help you too if I can, but Mike will help you. He's been down that road.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming and talking with us. And we're definitely going to keep out, everybody be on the lookout for this year's Louisville Unite.
Yes.
It's usually held in November. It's on a Monday, but usually it saturates Facebook. So be on the lookout.
Please.
We'll tell you how you can contribute and how you can attend.
Yes.
Thank you again for joining me, Mike.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Cassandra Grey and Creative Spirits Behavioral Health.
A lot of things that even happen to us are not even for us. A lot of the tragedy, the pain, the failures, different things that you're going through are not even for you. They're for you to use later to bless somebody else, to encourage someone else, to push somebody else forward. We're going to continue to work on righteous and just processes because Let's Rap is important because we talk about personal life experiences and we bring them together and we tell you of principles that you can do to make you a better person, because this is what it's all about.
Welcome back. We've got some great things happening in our community, and in taking care of ourselves, self-care, it's important to remember your mental health. So today we have joining us Miss Cassandra Grey, who is the CEO of Creative Spirits Behavioral Health.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us here today.
It's a pleasure, all mine. I now introduce the ladies that are with you. Some I know, but introduce.
So today I have with me Marsha Lynn Mays Burton, and she is one of the therapists that works at our office. And then we also have Monica Flowers. And Monica is our targeted case manager. She does all the community work and does the community arm of what we do.
Wonderful. So I know Monica well, pretty good. Yes. And so one of the things that I think, especially in our Black community, is that we need to really pay attention to our health, not just our physical health, but our mental health as well. And I heard that you all have just opened a new location.
We have, and we are so excited.
Yes.
So we have partnered with several entities here in Louisville, one being Goodwill Industries. And so we're providing all of their mental health and all of their substance abuse, all of those different mental health areas, and providing with them. And then we've partnered together. So we are taking the lower half of our building, and we've turned that into a counseling center. And they're taking the upper side of our building, and we've made it efficiency apartments for the constituents that they serve that may be in between housing.
Oh,
and
wow.
so we formed a partnership to be able to work together with that.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So let me ask you this: why was it important for you to move into West Louisville?
So the reason we moved to West Louisville was we have an office in the east end of Louisville in the Middletown area. And we were opening up and offering intensive outpatient services for substance abuse. And the clients were coming from downtown. So all of the clients would catch a bus from downtown, or they would use their Medicab to come from downtown. So in our Middletown office, you would have 10 Medicab cars lined up to let people out. And then at the end of the 3 hours, you would have the Medicab cars lining back up. And so a lot of our work was in the West End. Our therapists would meet in the people's homes in the West End, but they would have to drive out to the East End to come to the office. And we've always wanted to have a presence here. We've done a lot of work within the community, and so when the opportunity opened up, we decided, yes, we're going to actually go there. One, so that our clients will be able to know we're in your neighborhood. We are here for you. And you don't have to catch a cab or you don't have to catch a bus for an hour to get to us. We're coming to you.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, so where are you all located?
So we are at, and what we're finding is it's a historic street. It is 2100 West Chestnut, and we have the grand building on the corner. And so we're very excited about that. My friend that's with Socially Enterprise, Martha DeBode, she actually has purchased 14 homes on that street. And because of that, we're partnering together now to find out how we can allow the community to access or realize dreams. So we're partnering together too as well to be able to work, along with Kim Moore.
Yep. And so I was going to say, this is where I first heard all about everything with Kim Moore. And so I think it is a wonderful thing. And, you know, I tell people all the time, I get excited when good things start happening in West Louisville. I'm a staunch proponent for what goes on in West Louisville. And while oftentimes the media portrays all the negativity that's going on, I know because I live here that there's a lot of good stuff happening. And so it just excites me. As a matter of fact, last show I actually talked to Goodwill Industries.
Okay.
Amy Luttrell and Devon were here. So so we're excited about, you know, them putting their new headquarters in West Louisville. And now it just seems like West Louisville is blossoming into what it used to be. I mean, it used to be the vibrant place to be. And now it just seems like all of this is coming full circle. So Monica, tell me what excites you about, you know, coming to West Louisville?
Well, one of the things is I'm a resident of West Louisville, and just to see that going through a dark side, and then there's finally light at the end of the tunnel, and we get to see businesses coming in and people really paying attention to the West End and building the West End up, and everybody just coming out and we're human, you know, and we deserve it.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Miss Lynn, what are your thoughts?
Like Monica, I was born in West Louisville.
Right.
I've lived here all my life, have never left it. I love West Louisville. West Louisville is a great place to live. And what I'm looking at, I'm seeing, I'm from the 60s, okay? So I remember how West Louisville was, and I'm excited for it to get back to that way. To where West Louisville used to be an area where we didn't have to go anywhere else. Everything that we needed was right here. And that's what I'm looking forward to with all these partnerships, and added to it, this creative spirits is coming in with some mental health. Because that's something that we always lacked. And it's what's needed. And I'm happy for it.
Now, a quick question. Do you all do adolescent and children as well?
We do, and the thing that makes us very unique, Pat, with adolescent, we do what we call the village model. So we're a holistic care. So we care for your mind, your body, and your soul, and those are the three areas that we take a look at. So we provide mental health, substance abuse, trauma-informed, We're culturally competent therapists that are here, and so we do adolescent care. We work with the whole family with adolescents. We do community stuff. We help you find rent. We help you, whatever the barrier that's keeping you from being successful. When you come in from mental health, you get a lot more than just mental health services. So that's why we've paired with case managers. We've paired with peer support. We've even paired with a couple of medical doctors, and then we have in-house psychiatrists for medication management too as well.
Okay. All right. Well, this all sounds wonderful. I think it's going to be just, I keep saying, as I talk to people, I was like, all this good stuff, why wouldn't you want to be down here in West Louisville? It's just always something good going on in the neighborhood. Wonderful. Right. Okay, so before I let you go, we do this little thing in our segment. It's called One Word, First Thought. And you don't have to think about it. It's just, just something to kind of make you think, but just throw out your first thought. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just, we're just going to have a little fun.
So my first thought is compassion.
I got to give you a word first, Cassandra.
Oh, I thought you said
one word.
Oh, you give me one word. Okay. All right. Okay. I get it. I'm sorry.
Okay. So here we go. Temptation.
First word. Christ.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Miss Lynn, this one's for you. Backpack.
Provision.
All right, Monica.
Okay.
Love.
Everybody.
All right. Okay, we're going again.
Okay.
House.
Home.
Miss Lynn. Terrify.
Opportunity.
Okay. Okay, this is for you. Okay. Last one, Monica. Company.
Enjoy.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. And is there anything else that you would like to tell the viewers before we go?
One thing I would like to say is we can be reached at www.creativespiritsonline.com. That's our website. You can schedule your appointments through there. You can leave us messages there, or you can contact us on phone, 502-254-9555. That's our number. Our operators are on standby to be able to receive your call and proceed with intake and help you to get where you need to be.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure you all appreciate it at home too. Just more news that you can use. Yeah. And stay tuned. We'll be right back with visual artist Mickel Green. We're back for a second season of The Principal's Office. I'm your host, Michelle Penix, and I am grateful to be back to share some of the most important topics in education with you, our audience. So each week we invite you in to learn with us as we learn from community leaders as they talk about the education issues of the day, right here, and how they affect our Black children differently than everyone else. Join us each week right here or on demand at SSC Live TV. It's TV our way. All right, Louisville, I've shown you some vocal artists, I've shown you some creative performers and some spoken word artists, and today I want to show you a visual artist in the name of Mickel Green. Welcome, Mickel.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. I wanted to make sure that I provided an opportunity for a visual and performing artists in our city to showcase what it is that they do. So we're going to jump right in, and I want you to tell me about this portrait right here.
Well, this is the Muhammad Ali piece, my latest one that I've done. It's entitled 1964, 1967. Pretty much telling the story or my interpretation of when he won the world championship belt. And of course in '67 he lost it due to his beliefs of not wanting to, you know, go into war. Right. So that's pretty much kind of like a sum of this piece. There's additional add-ons I want to put to it, but for now it's, you know, where it stands. So it's a work in progress, so to speak.
All right, that's nice, really nice. So tell me, are you in a gallery? How can someone purchase some of your artwork?
Well, they can reach me either through social media, Facebook, up under Mickel, the creator, Green, through Kel's Art, which is my art page as well, that showcases all my artwork that I've done. They can always reach out to me and just hit me up by email at mgreen0032@gmail.com, and you know, word of mouth, I'll hear something. So
okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm particular about this piece, and so I first was introduced to Mickel through his Angel series, and it was a beautiful series. And so today he gifted me a print from that series, and I wanted to talk to him specifically about this piece. It's called The Struggle. And, you know, it resonated with me because so many times this is what we are in our lives, in a struggle. And it looks like a struggle between good and evil. And so talk to us about what inspired you to create the Angel series and this particular piece.
Well, back in 2011, I was a part of a group that catered to the Kentucky Derby events, you know, like the galas, and I was a part of the art department section of it. So I was in control of making sure we had, you know, artists, you know, showcase their work for these events. And at the same time, I was going to U of L, and I was doing my last year, but I had a show to do at the very end because it was my last year of school. So I had to figure out something. So this actually is a print of the very first piece of the Black Angel art show series that I did back in 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2017. Okay. And so it is, of course, The Struggle. It is the title of that, and pretty much is my interpretation of what every human being goes through every day, where they're, you know, they know right from wrong, but, you know, will they make the right decision? Will they make the right choices? Kind of like that good conscious, bad conscious type situation. So.
Okay. All right, nice. I appreciate that. That's really cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the artwork of Mickel Green.
Something good going on in this life's neighborhood.